Cousin Kara watched her entire civilization die, and then spent years living in his shadow, learning a language she never asked to speak, mourning a world nobody else even remembers. This is not the Supergirl you grew up with. This one is furious. This one is broken. And this one is about to take that rage across an entire galaxy. Supergirl 2026 is the second film in James Gunn's rebooted DC Universe, directed by Craig Gillespie and starring Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El. A heartbreaking story of grief, trauma, and the ways women have been forced to put aside their anger in order to survive the constant inequities of life. Kara has just turned 23 and is still grieving the loss of her people in Argo City. She spends her days on an endless pub crawl throughout the galaxy with her trusty dog, Crypto in tow. She is, as James Gunn himself described her, a total mess. Not because she's weak, because she has survived things that would have destroyed anyone else. The film Maven. Then Ruthie Mary Noel walks into her life. Ruthie is an alien girl bent on revenge for the death of her father. Killed by Krem of the Yellow Hills, a pirate assassin of extraordinary brutality. She recruits Supergirl to help her track him down across the cosmos. What begins as a reluctant bounty hunt evolves into something far more complicated. A cosmic road trip through grief, identity, and the uncomfortable question of what justice actually costs. Variety Jason Momoa arrives as Lobo, an intergalactic mercenary equal parts Wolverine and pure anarchy, in the DCU's first live-action appearance of the character. His scenes crackle with an energy the rest of the film is desperately searching for. We catch the most fascinating glimpse of the film when Kara lands on Earth and meets Clark for the first time. She unable to understand English, and he having never learned to speak Kryptonian. Clark has the benefit of never really knowing what he left behind, starting fresh on Earth as a child, whereas Kara has years of memories of her home and is forced to learn an entirely new way of life. It is the film's richest, most emotionally complex idea, and it lasts approximately 4 minutes before the plot drags them back into space. As critics noted, Alcock brings true pain and pathos to her performance, yet also effortlessly taps into Kara's inherent goodness with affecting subtlety. The most devastating twist in Supergirl isn't on screen, it happened behind the scenes. In March 2026, DC Studios held a bake-off, testing competing cuts from director Craig Gillespie and from the studio itself. The scores went down. Both versions were failing. The studio spent $170 to $180 million on a film that nobody, not the director, not James Gunn, not the test audiences, could agree on how to fix. Kara Zor-El survived Krypton's destruction. She could not survive the committee. Let's be unflinchingly honest, because Supergirl deserved better than what it received, and received better than what it deserved. Millie Alcock is brilliant, an absolute star in the making, and pretty perfect for the role of tortured and reluctant hero. To say she carries this movie on her back is an understatement. She is the sole reason this film is watchable. Without her, Supergirl is a $180 million screensaver. But here's the brutal truth. The film crashed and burned on its opening weekend, grossing just $37.1 million, even lower than the reviled 2024 bomb Joker, Folie à Deux, which opened to $37.6 million. That number is not a disappointment. That number is a catastrophe. If you're looking for an engaging and coherent story, there's not a great deal below the surface. The screenplay introduces extraordinary ideas, feminine rage, displaced grief, the psychological difference between a hero who chose his mythology and one who had mythology forced upon her, and then abandons every single one of them to chase Krem of the Yellow Hills across interchangeable alien landscapes. Despite the movie's theoretical scope, its execution is painfully and frustratingly diminutive. Craig Gillespie, who made Tanya sing with ferocious energy, seems visually sedated here, as if he directed every scene under protest. Supergirl is a star performance in search of a worthy film. Millie Alcock is the DCU's greatest asset. The question is whether DC will give her a better script before audiences stop showing up entirely. Kara Zor-El survived the death of her planet, the erasure of her language, and years of living as the lesser-known cousin of the world's most famous superhero. She deserved a film equal to that story. She didn't get it. But Millie Alcock, she's just getting started. Subscribe to Movies in a Minute. We cover the triumphs, the disasters, and everything in between. Every week. No fluff, no mercy.